how to play Final Fantasy 14 basically. Final Fantasy 14 on which platform? It available on PC, it available on stream and all this kind of stuff. I already have World of Warcraft playing going on, and my disk is almost full. I bought like 1 TB and 250 some gigabyte on SD or something like that. Like I think it's full. I cannot play any games, and I'm thinking about upgrading my PC or buying PS5 or Xbox or something like that to play this game. Not only for this game, also I'm thinking about playing GTA 5 as well. So, and also some best game. You know, I just want to try out all the games and stuff. So I thought getting a PC is a good stuff, or getting a console is a good stuff. Consoles are designed for gaming, so it has some appeals for me. And specifically, I was considering PS5 or Xbox because those are the platform content most of the games. Now, I don't think Final Fantasy 14 is available on Xbox. I'm surprised about that, because this is one of the top game available for consoles and it's not available for Xbox. I'm surprised. And let's see what these guys, this PlayStation guys says about this Final Fantasy and stuff. I'm going to buy this one most probably today. PS5. It's worth actually, I think. Now let's go ahead and see.
The lush world of Final Fantasy XIV has arrived on PlayStation 5 with upgraded graphics, super fast load times, haptic feedback, 3D audio and 4K resolution thanks to the recent Death Unto Dawn patch and the launch of the PS5 Open Beta. Plus, with a super generous free trial that takes you all the way up to level 60 and through the incredible Heavensward story expansion, now is the perfect time to become a warrior of light and start.
Okay, so it's available on PS5. I want to know whether Halo is available on PS5. This is one of the game I'm interested in, and that was only available for Xbox. I don't know whether it's available for PS5. If it's not, I may end up getting both. Is Halo Infinite coming to PS5? Yep, that Halo Infinite 3 for Xbox Series X, Juggernaut first person, and asking there's a card. Yes, really. Well, so they say yes. To put plainly, Halo Infinite will not come forward to PS4 despite the increase of cooperation between two video games giants. Available for PS5, Xbox. I built briefly PC for gaming and therefore work, so main console could be the PS5. I'm also excited for Halo. It's do or die for this series. Hasn't been the same since Halo 3. 4 was special a game, but man, 5 was travesty. Okay, but you know, like, I'm really interested in games that has online multiplayer and stuff, but I don't think Halo is actually doing this. Even if it's not coming, it's okay. I will stick with PS5. And then since Final Fantasy is not on PS5, I mean not on Xbox, I'm not even gonna consider Xbox. Now let's go ahead and continue.
Your adventures in Eorzea. To help you get started, we've got 12 essential tips for new and returning players on PS5. Number 1. Choose your server wisely. When you first create a character, you'll be presented with a list of servers to join in order to start playing. It doesn't matter too much which one you pick, but if you want to level up faster, pick a preferred server if you can. They're the ones with the little stars next to them and will give you a double EXP bonus until you reach level 70.
Okay, now let's see what people are saying about the servers and stuff. because they are saying that only one character can be created on a server, and you had to choose your server wisely. So this is something you have to consider if you are going for creating this account. Now let's look at the top comment here. It's a huge tip. Tell your group you are new. If it's your first time running something, immediately let's chat. No blah blah blah. Big suggestion: serve the yellow side quests for leveling other jobs when you're bored doing dailies and dungeons runs. Little correction: tip 1, it's kind of does matter if your friends are on another server. Depending on if they are on a different data center entirely, you won't be able to play with them. They are releasing cross data center visit, but this isn't available yet. Okay, so basically if your friends are playing, you have to consider playing on that server. Like World of Warcraft, if you are playing World of Warcraft, if you play on EU server, if your friends are playing on EU server, and if you get US server, it's not gonna, like, you cannot play with your friends, because you have to be on a EU server to play with your friends as well. But for this game, I think for me it's okay for anything, because none of my friends playing this game currently, so I will go with any server. But if my friends start playing, you can always stop on certain server and go to the another server, but the thing is you have to start all over again. But I'm okay with it if my friends start playing this game. But other than that, I don't care which platform. Most probably I will go to US, because most US players are playing this game. I don't know where Asman Gold is playing from. I have to see Asman Gold location. This guy, US or UK? Oh, so this guy is American. Hometown Austin, Texas. Okay, so this guy probably going to be on US server. So I would be interested in US server as well, unless my friend join in EU server. I don't know whether it's even an option that US or UK or some other thing. I had to go into the game to see that.
Don't worry if your friends are playing on a different server, you can still visit other servers from any main city and even form cross-server chat groups or link shells, so you'll always be in touch no matter where you're playing. Number 2, follow the main quest markers. When you first walk into a new town, seeing a gaggle of NPCs with quest markers floating above their heads can feel a little, oh my word, but you don't need to complete all of them to progress. Just look out for the blue quest markers surrounded by a flame icon, like this one here, to focus on the main story. It's also worth looking out for blue exclamation marks with little plus signs beside them. These are side quests that unlock extras like optional dungeons, emotes and jobs. You can safely ignore anything with a yellow marker if you're just looking to reach the end game faster. I mean, what am I talking about? You're going to clean up the side quests, aren't you? You're an RPG player. But the advice is there. Number 3, attune to Aetherites and Ethernet shards. Navigating the enormous world of Final Fantasy XIV and the 3 major cities of Limsa, Uldar and Gridania can be overwhelming at first, but attuning to all of the Ethernet shards will make things way easier. Just approach every glowing blue crystal you can find for a handy fast travel system, which of course is now even faster on PS5 thanks to the lightning quick load times. Ethernet shards are these smaller crystals that let you zip around the various guild halls and shops within any given city, while the larger Aetherites offer fast travel all over the world between any crystal you've previously found and attuned to. And look how fast it is on PS5. Absolute game changer. Number 4, change your class. If you're not getting on with the class you picked when you first started the game, do not worry. You can always pick another one, and you don't even need a new character to do it. Switching classes is quick and easy once you've reached level 10 in your starting class. All you have to do then is find the guild for the new class you'd like to try out. Here's me sidelining my gladiator duties and taking up fishing. Then to switch between any classes you've unlocked, simply switch your weapon. You'll even get a little EXP bonus for any class with a level below your current highest, so catching up is quick and easy. Number 5. Upgrade your class. Speaking of levelling up, it's worth heading back to guilds every 5 levels to get a new story quest and some level appropriate gear. Once you hit level 30, you'll start a quest chain to upgrade your class to one of the more famous Final Fantasy jobs. So Lancers will turn into Dragoons, Archers into Bards, Gladiators into Paladins, and so on. Upgrading your class naturally makes you stronger and grants access to more and better skills, so don't slack off those guild quests. You can also unlock some fully upgraded jobs like Samurai and Red Mage later in the game, and even more will be added later this year when the huge Endwalker expansion arrives, so there's loads to try out. Number 6. Visit the Hall of the Novice. If you're new to MMOs or want to learn more about your role, you'll want to pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice after you reach level 15, because this is the place where you'll learn how to fight in PvE multiplayer raids. Final Fantasy XIV uses standard tank, DPS and healer roles to make up a party, and your class determines which role you play. Gladiators and Marauders, for instance, are tanks, whose job it is to protect the other party members by pulling and holding the attention of enemies. Conjurer is a healing role that casts spells to heal other party members, although Arcanist can also turn into a healer class after reaching level 30, while Lancer, Archer, Pugilist, Arcanist and Thaumaturge classes assume the DPS, or damage dealing role, and are responsible for, you guessed it, beating down any enemies that get in your way. To access the Hall of the Novice then, you can find a smith in each major city or near the entrance to some of the early dungeons. Inside, you'll be taught how to lead a party as a tank, how to prioritise healing if you're a healer, or how to make the most of your attacks as a damage dealer. This is worth doing as you'll be rewarded with a lovely set of gear and a ring that grants you a 30% EXP boost up to level 30 that you can equip across all classes. Number 7. Get buffed. If you want to level up faster, there are a few other experience point buffs you can get to help speed things up. Eating food bought from vendors or crafted by yourself grants you a 3% boost for 30 minutes. That might not seem like much, but every little helps, so make sure you always have something to munch on in your bag. You can also earn a rested EXP bonus by logging off within a sanctuary at the end of your play session. Sanctuaries can be inns in main cities or settlements out in the wild, and you'll know you've found one when you see this crescent moon shape to the right of your EXP bar. Then, when you log back in next time, hello EXP boost. So, a good night's sleep and a hearty meal are good for you in game as well as in real life. Number 8. Join a free company. It's always better to play together, and while Final Fantasy XIV will automatically find you a party when you queue for a dungeon, it helps to have people to chat with even when you're just, chilling out working on your hunting log. The quickest way to make friends in Eorzea is by joining a free company, basically the Final Fantasy equivalent of a guild. Not only will you have more people to talk to, free companies also offer buffs to their members and the option of pooled item storage. The best way to find one is to hang out in Limsa Lominsa, the bright sunny city on the water, as that's where the majority of players socialise and recruit new members. You can let everyone know you're looking to join a free company in the chat window, but you'll probably get an invite even if you don't. Just run around and look friendly, that's our advice. Number 9. Customise your HUD. Being an MMO, Final Fantasy XIV likes to present you with lots of information, and you can customise how it's laid out using your DualSense wireless controller. You can even turn the controller into a virtual mouse by holding L1 and clicking R3, then using the right stick as a cursor and L2 and R2 as left and right clicks. Alternatively, you can customise individual HUD elements from within the main menu. You can also tap the touchpad to quickly cycle between on-screen elements, so whatever you need is never more than a couple of button presses away. Oh, and bonus tip, holding L1 and then pressing the touchpad toggles the HUD on and off, giving you an easy way to drink in the glorious vistas of Eorzea without any screen clutter. Number 10. Take amazing screenshots. If you want to show off how pretty the game looks on your PS5, then try using the in-game G-Pose camera, which gives you access to all sorts of lighting, blur and filter options to really make your screenshots pop. You can add stickers and frames to make them stand out even more. To access the camera, you can either type G-Pose into the chat bar or find it under the Actions and Traits menu under Extras. Use Square to bring up all of your camera options and the Share button to take a shot when you're ready. When you're finished your selfie session, you can close the camera with the Circle button. Number 11. Customize your hotbars. With so many skills and options available, you'd be forgiven for wondering, how the heck am I going to keep on top of all of this? But thanks to Final Fantasy XIV's fully customizable system of hotbars, you can set everything up to never be more than a button press away. You can have up to 8 hotbars in total and cycle between them using R1, or hold R1 and use the corresponding face button to go directly to whichever hotbar you fancy. Then, within the hotbars themselves, you can assign up to 16 actions, easily accessible by holding down either L2 or R2 and pressing the corresponding button on your DualSense wireless controller. And you can assign pretty much whatever you like. Personally, I have a hotbar dedicated to combat moves, a hotbar that lets me effortlessly switch between my classes, and, very important, a hotbar filled with all my favourite emotes. Because if you can't dance at a moment's notice, what's the point of even playing an MMO anyway? Number 12. Set your limit break. Just like other Final Fantasy games, you can also use limit breaks, which are super powerful moves you can use when you're playing in a group with other people, and that change depending on your role. Tanks get a cool defensive buff, healers get a big heal or full party revival, and damage dealers get a range of strong attacks. Limit breaks aren't enabled by default, so make sure you set them in the Actions and Traits menu, where you'll find it under the General tab. And there you have it, 12 tips to help you get started on your Final Fantasy XIV adventure. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Click the like button if you found this video helpful. Let us know in the comments if you have any tips of your own you'd like to share. And subscribe if you haven't already for loads more videos on everything PlayStation.
Yes, so if I'm watching on PlayStation, they're definitely going to promote PlayStation. Let's see the comment here to see if it's really good. Good to see the rope haven't blown away by 400k. Gil, I gave him great tip. I have been playing this game on and off on console since it launched, and I love it. Stick with it if you are new. There seems like a lot to get your head around when you first start, but once you get the hang of some hotbars and hotbar swapping, it becomes muscle memory, and the game gets much easier. Also, join a free community. The players in this game really are very helpful and friendly. Telling people for Novice. Okay, man, this brings me back. Oh good, went the biggest thing for control users, turn on expand controls for hotbar 2. You can assign 32 skill instead of 16 and not have worry about switching hotbars. The game has been refined to fit 32 skill hotbar. Do it. Tip 13 to play as Rogu. Seeing the tank, and I never really. Okay, I have launched back on the PS4. I had no idea half of the features. Please make one of the trophies ultimate clear. PS5 is a versus free communication. Don't ever quit playing, otherwise it's coming back. Can't wait for the Endwalker. Okay, people have welcome to PC PS5. Okay, So this is some comments. They all with a positive experience. Now let's look at some Reddit comment about it. PS5 or PC for okay, wow, Cyberpunk available on PS5, Fortnite available on PS5. Interesting. For Final Fantasy. Reddit. Way to acquire pieces. Steam looked to be selling complete edition for $25. Can you still? Okay, which platform you play on really depends what your hardware is like. As the PS5 version does have a decent performance but still stutters under 60 FPS in certain areas and can't hold 4K much over 30 FPS. If you don't have access to a good PC, then PS5 all the way, as that will be more than adequate. Okay, I don't have a good PC, like that's why I want to buy something, right? So seems like this guy have good choice. As for accessing your character, yes, you can access your character from both platforms, but you're going to need license to both platforms. On Mox Station, you can see the status of your account, which platform you are on: PC, PS4, PS5, Mac Extra. Basically, you're gonna have to buy the game again on the platform registered. Okay, what are the benefits on a PC or PS5? On PC, you can have some illicit software like damage presses, shaders, and stuff. I'm pretty sure that the game supports both KBM control and PC PS5. Can I still access my character PS5 on PC or Switch? You need to buy the game X and X packs separately for each platform. But if you have the license, you can access every platform. Okay, third-party tools. The bigger reason between blah blah blah. So this is not the right one. Let's look at the complete edition is what you want. It's on sale for Black Friday on PSN right now. What? This is 8 minutes ago? 8 months ago. Complete edition is what you want. Is on Black Friday PSN right now. Upon registering, you will be free based on period. You can just get the complete edition to have everything. Also, when you have, okay, don't forget to upload your UI on PC before playing in PS5. You can download it and everything will be same, including gear set, whatnot. Okay, I love it on PS5. Loading time got better too, but I agree others you would have to buy the game again. I seen it on today for $20 on PS Store, but not sure if the discs were included. I'm thinking to doing the same thing. PC. Okay. Now let's look at one more thing. Hey guys, PS5 and I'm returning to the game. You'd have to buy the new game. Just the complete edition, have it for the PS5. I think upgrade from PS4 to PS5 is still an option, but I can't truthfully answer that as I don't have any of the newer PS consoles. Also, make sure you attach your PSN account to the right FFXIV service account. You will be able to pick up right. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay, top comment. Let's look at this. The PS5 should have better performance. Also keep in mind there is no PS5 version yet, only a unlocked PS4 version. This is 8 months ago. This is available now. The game works great with the controller. I use one on PC, but healing can be rough with one. I had the opposite experience. Never. Okay. If you have an interest on any mods, But if you are interested in mods in general, you should get the PC version. The several quality of the live mods are usually worth losing over performance personally. Okay. I try on PC would probably be more active. It's crossed with the same server. So then that probably answers the question. Doing it on PS5 then. PC is better perform, but depending on your hardware, PS4 client runs better than PS5 client on the PS5, but is missing 3D audio haptic. It's crossplay. Also support mouse keyboard if that you preferred way to play. Wow, console version also supports mouse and keyboard if that's your way to, or if you want to have easier time chatting with people. Wow, so you can literally attach the console with mouse and keyboard. Let's see, can I attach PS5 with mouse and keyboard? Connect your keyboard and mouse with USB ports PS5 console. After a few seconds, PS5 should recognize it. Wow, this is amazing. I'm getting the PS5 software. What do you think about it? Just